What is happening now in France, beloved by all the peoples, is monstrous. And it's impossible to stop it.
Not only in France, in Spain, in Switzerland.
When we were in America, the translator, she is ours, she left Leningrad and lives in America. And she tells us, yes, here we have democracy in America. The main thing, I warn you. In no case do not say a N-word. They'll kill you. They'll kill you. I am especially offended for France. How it is possible to turn such a beauty, such a country into chaos. Those poor French policemen. How can this be? Yes, I saw the frame on the internet. It was France. There are elderly people, husband and wife, gray-haired. They walk arm in arm. And the picture, an African man with a baton attacks them from behind. He hits them on their gray heads and they fall. And the internet is generally teeming with such
This
pictures.
is war, understand. War of invaders against all of us, against all whites, against all who work.
Stores have been looted. I'm already afraid to turn on
City
the
halls
internet.
burned, cars burned.
They said that schools, kindergartens, they are chopping heads.
Simply put, this is war. This is an unconventional war. There cannot be diplomatic negotiations, because diplomatic negotiations are possible only with civilized people, and these are creatures. There is only one way to help to explain to everyone and everyone with each other the full consensus and unity of the society of Europeans, sane Europeans, that we were attacked by invaders who have hated us for centuries. The fact is that the savages who occupied Western Europe today, they already captured Spain in the Middle Ages, reached the center of France, where they were given a kick in the teeth by cattle, because then there were borders and wars in Europe. This is not the case today. Today the enemy was let into the rear, gave these bastards.
You know what, just
The manual.
decent. Do not offend.
It is a fact. These are scientific terms. Very precise terms. And I will remind you that they were under Vienna. They practically captured Vienna. But they were repulsed from Vienna. It was several centuries
Vienna
ago.
is a beautiful city.
They were allowed in, they were given an allowance, they were given apartments that they did not deserve. They destroyed the surrounding houses of those who gave them housing, apartments, education.
It means the authorities are fawning over them.
Not just fawning. And the leftists, who are traitors to our civilization, our common civilization, they let the enemy into the rear. And the main ideology of the policy of the left is the substitution of the population of Europe, the substitution of all of us for those who have created nothing.
So it's just a global catastrophe. A global catastrophe.
This is all the beauty that they brought, and that causes many envy. This is all this elegance, beauty, all this sophistication, all this comme il faut. This is the creation of our common Western civilization. As I repeat, all our sciences and arts in Russia, after Peter the Great, are all from Europe. Our Tsars after Peter III are Germans. All are related. Our artists, writers worked there, wrote there in France, in Italy, and so on.
And it's good that you, I see on the internet, despite this horror, give some beautiful views, as it used to be in the same France. You show the beauty of what is.
Now it is destroyed. What has been created for centuries is being destroyed in days. Sometimes, so to speak, it is possible to blow up in hours. As the Islamists burned Notre Dame de Paris, Macron gave the order. My friend in the French Interior Ministry, Macron, gave an order in no case to look for the culprits of the Islamists, as it was not. It's a policy,
And what
it's an
kind of
order.
politics? Macron French, young French.
Macron is not French, as young almost as his wife. He's just a careerist. We should not close our eyes and call, so to speak, that they are either unhappy or they will be re-educated. Back to hell, all terrorists back to Africa and Arabia. There is no other option, you understand? Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's with battles. You need to introduce an army in France today, you need to introduce an army. But there will be no other way. Because there will be even more of them, and already the army will be theirs. Even the last, I do not know, some days, months, are possible to throw out the enemy. But it is necessary to call a spade a spade. These are not social protests. This is an enemy army, savages.
You know, you can even call it. Maybe it doesn't sound very good. They are excited. This is their excitement.
This is dog rabies. They're not human and it's rabies, you know? They are furious, they rejoice in violence, they rejoice in all permissiveness and scary shots. Be sure to take a look. The Frenchman tried to stop the burning, the destruction of his own car, which he created and earned. And the alien bastards, savage Islamists, cut off his hands. And after that, Macron says something else there about some kind of social policy. We need an army and throw out all the scum from France, from Europe. We have the same problem in Russia. And it is waiting for us in St. Petersburg, in Moscow, all over Russia. And the same fight is not waiting for Russia. Absolutely from the same problems. Do you understand or don't you understand? I understand that it is easier for all of you from top to bottom to give like an ostrich and your head in the sand. It will be worse for you. None of you will sit out on the sidelines. It will affect each of you, no matter where, in Moscow, in the south of Russia, on the French Riviera, in Sweden, anywhere. This problem is the same. It is necessary to recognize the problem. It is necessary to allow the police army to do what it should. It is necessary to throw out leftists, traitors of leftists from all power structures, clean up universities and so on and tell each other. You know, explain to each other right now this is the main topic. Explain to each other that there is a tragedy, a disaster for all of us, for all whites, for all Europeans.
Wait, I saw another frame on the internet. I'm just terrified.
You live on Prospect Mira. Why do you need the internet?
France. They obviously came out of the apartment and there are a mother and a girl. They must be waiting for the car. A black guy runs and he starts hitting them. The mother falls, the girl falls.
He is not grateful to the benefactors who gave him everything, all the opportunities. They didn't give him anything. Everything is free for them. They are given money for apartments plus a museum for free, but they don't need it. No museum, nothing. Let each of them earn the right to move and emigrate. That is, he will prove it. Let them prove that they want our civilization, that they respect our civilization. And they come and hate.
But wait, Yevgeny, but I don't understand. Here they came to the country. Why do they have so much free time? They're not busy. Why are they not occupied with work? When a person is busy, he works.
They haven't worked at home for millennia. They haven't created or built anything. It's bad for them because they haven't worked and don't want to work.
What kind of stupidity? They have arrived and their country welcomes them. Please, you have a benefit.